Okay, so I already said that tetrapoda said na. Tetrapoda done, sexual dimorphism also done. This question came this year also, है ना? This year 4 questions came from frog. So this is the one. Now coming on the first, I started with the digestive system. Here what you have to remember. One point already said that in frog, what is absent? In frog, the salivary glands are absent, so digestion of food starts from stomach. What is the length of intestine in frog? Shorter. Why the length of intestine is shorter in frog? Because they are carnivores. So what is the relation between carnivore and the length of intestine? Like we are the herbivores. So omnivores we can say. So many types of enzymes are required for the digestion of carbohydrate, protein, fat. But those who are only carnivore, they are mainly the enzymes related to protein digestions are present. So it requires less time, less enzyme. That is why alimentary canal is short. I already said this is clear-cut statement for estrogen and region type of question. They can ask the estrogen. In frog, the alimentary canal is short. You have to prepare the region. What is the region? Because they are the carnivore, so they are mainly related with the digestion of protein. Okay, so less enzyme, less space is required. That is why alimentary canal is short. Already I said mouth, buccal cavity, then then pharynx, esophagus. Now what I said after esophagus? Stomach, intestine, rectum, cloaca. Different from human beings. In human beings, we used to say after stomach, small intestine, large intestine. But here you have to follow NCERT. In some books, they have mentioned small intestine, large intestine. I will not go with that. I will go like this. They said mouth, buccal cavity, pharynx, esophagus, stomach, intestine, rectum, cloaca. Okay, you have to follow the NCERT strictly. Esophagus, stomach, intestine, rectum, cloaca. Clear? So this is the one point that you have to remember. Already I said that finally opens out to the cloaca. So this is the sequence you have to remember. Already I said related with the digestive gland, liver. What is the function of liver? Synthesis and secretion of bile. Last time I said. What is the function of gallbladder? Storage, concentration, release of bile. Bile is synthesized by the liver. Bile is secreted by the liver. Bile is stored in the gallbladder, concentrated in the gallbladder, released by the gallbladder. So this is the one point. Now I am going to say one point that is very important. See, first of all, food is captured by bilobe tongue. So those who joined after yesterday, see, in human beings, if it is the tongue, it is attached on the posterior end. Anterior end is the free, and one single muscular structure is present. But in frog, the condition is different. In frog, the tongue is attached here, and it is free on the posterior side. Okay, it is free. So whenever the insect is coming, the frog tongue is moving on the back side. It is collecting the food and going back. Clear? And what is the tongue? It is the bilobed muscular tongue. Just note down, bilobed muscular tongue. Bilobed muscular tongue. Muscular tongue you have to remember. Frog is having the bilobed muscular tongue. Please note it down. Bilobed muscular tongue. Bilobed muscular tongue. Now, anyone will say, what is the chyme? I want to know this one. Yes, this term. What is chyme? What you will write? What you will write? Food plus, what is chyme? Food plus gastric juice. Okay, just note down only. Food plus gastric juice. Food plus gastric juice, that is known as the chyme. This is one. And it is acidic. Acidic. This is acidic. This is acidic. And from the intestine, the food is from the stomach, the food is coming to the intestine. And the first part of the intestine, that is known as the duodenum. Now listen, in human being also, the duodenum receives What is coming in the duodenum? So if I will say in duodenum, first of all, bile is coming. Then what is coming in human beings? Human beings, I am saying, intestinal juice is coming, pancreatic juice is coming, and they are coming through the duct. In frog, what is coming? In frog, first of all, bile is coming, and second of all, pancreatic juice is coming. In human being, the name of the duct is the hepatopancreatic duct. Hepata means liver, pancreatic means pancreas. A duct which is coming from liver and pancreas, that is known as the hepatopancreatic duct. You have to keep in mind, in human being, the name is the hepatopancreatic duct in human being. In frog, this duct is known as the common bile duct. Please underline at least 1000 times or make circle erase 1000 times. You will get two options here. You will get two options here. First option, common bile duct. Second option, hepatopancreatic duct. Hepatopancreatic duct is correct in relation to human being. Okay, hepatopancreatic duct is correct in relation to human being. In frog, it is known as the common bile duct. Common bile duct, in my view, it is important. If next year they will ask question from frog, you will get common bile duct, because this year they didn't ask about common bile duct. Why? Because in human beings, the name of this duct is the hepatopancreatic duct. In frog, the name of the same duct is the common bile duct. Okay, common bile duct, it is collecting bile from gallbladder. It is collecting pancreatic juice from pancreas. Now, I am going to say 1-2 line about gallbladder and bile and all. Listen. Gallbladder is a sac-like structure which is present on the surface of liver. Liver is synthesizing the bile, and from the liver, the bile is coming to the gallbladder. Ultimately, after concentration, it is released into the duodenum. Pancreas is a heterocrine gland. Heterocrine gland means combination of endocrine plus exocrine. We will discuss in detail in the endocrine system, but here also I will say. So in the endocrine part, they are having the islets of Langerhans. Those who are related with the synthesis and secretion of insulin and glucagon. And exocrine part, exocrine means which is having the duct. It is related with the synthesis and secretion of pancreatic juice. So bile from gallbladder, pancreatic juice from pancreas, it is coming into the duodenum through a duct. What is the name of that duct? The name of that duct is the common bile duct. Say me the buns. What is the name of the duct? Common bile duct. What is carried by common bile duct in frog? Pancreatic juice and bile from liver, from gallbladder, and from pancreas. Okay. Last question, known by you, but again, just not known, please note it down. What is the function of bile? Say loudly. Emulsification of fats. Known na? Why I am asking? Because digestive system removed from NCERT. So here only you have to read some basic point. Okay. So what is the function of bile? Emulsification of fat. I don't know the meaning of emulsification. What is the meaning of emulsification? Very good. To divide large fat molecules into the small fat molecules by to increase the surface area of the food, so enzyme will get more surface area for their digestion. Are you getting that? So very small point you have to convert in question answer way. So what is the function of bile? Emulsification of fat. You have to make your approach in this way. Function of bile, emulsification of fat. What is emulsification? To divide large fat molecules into the smaller fat molecules. Why to divide? To increase the surface area for their digestion. Okay, now one point that you have to remember from my side, only I am changing the language. Just note down the action of bile on food. The action, where is your NCERT beta ji? Okay, from tomorrow bring NCERT now. NCERT, our religious book, daily you have to bring. Okay, without NCERT, no NEET. No NEET. If you want to get success in NEET, bring NCERT daily. Now, what I said, the action of bile on food is, now I'm going to say one point. The action of bile on food is non-enzymatic. I think it is known by you. Bile is not having any enzyme. In bile, there is no enzyme. The action of bile on food is non-enzymatic. Bile is only doing, first of all, bile is having the sodium bicarbonate, NaSCO3. And I think it is known by you, in our blood there are two buffer, H2CO3 plus NaSCO3. When we discuss the respiratory system, I said that NaSCO3 and H2CO3, they are functioning as buffer. So acidic food is coming into the intestine now. So it has to neutralize. Then it has to increase the alkalinity. Known by you na, in stomach the digestion in acidic medium. In intestine the digestion in alkaline medium. So it will neutralize. So who is neutralizing? NaSCO3. It is increasing the alkalinity. So action of bile on food is non-enzymatic. If I will write one assertion, action of bile on food is non-enzymatic. What the reason you will say? My assertion is action of bile on food is non-enzymatic. What is the reason? They will correlate with the function of bile, because bile is not digesting food. It helps in digestion of food. Have you seen one question today? It came in your exam or not came, I don't know. Water vascular system in echinodermata. It is only related with the transport of food. It is not related with the digestion of food. You have to study very smartly. They have said only transport of food because they are having the alimentary canal now. So digestion will take place in the alimentary canal, not in the water vascular system. Okay, so these are the small points you have to remember. So action of bile on food, that is the non-enzymatic. Otherwise, remaining nothing is there. In human beings also, the digestion completed in the intestine. Here also, digested food is absorbed by neuron finger-like projections known as the villi, microvilli. Nothing to remember. Only say me one point. What is the function of villi and microvilli? So increase the surface area for more absorption. Okay, and now the undigested solid waste moves into the rectum and passes out through the cloaca. See, when you will go to solve different books, okay, so in some books they use the term small intestine and large intestine also in frog, but I am not in favor. Why to create any confusion? Because if you will see now, they have said simply mouth, buccal cavity, pharynx, esophagus, stomach, intestine, rectum, cloaca. Finish. In the intestine, they, if you will see now, see smartness of NCERT. What is the smartness of NCERT? Even they have written the duodenum, but they have not written the small intestine. Basically, in human beings, duodenum, jejunum, ileum. These are the three parts of small intestine. And colon, rectum, and cecum. These are the three parts of large intestine. But here, intentionally, they have not written. They said first part of intestine. So keep in mind, please underline. Where? In old NCERT. They corrected now. They corrected, they removed the small. So first part of intestine. First part of intestine. In old NCERT it was given, but now they corrected. Because if you will say, see na beta, why they corrected? If you will see, say like this, na. So you have to say rectum is the last part of large intestine. Okay. Then what about the cloaca? Cloaca they have not included now. So you don't know where the intestine is getting end. Okay, that is why they removed the small. So you have to remember like this. So this is the one point. So I said all the point about the digestive system. Nothing to write about the respiratory system, already known by us. You have to remember one point in the digestive system, because not given in NCERT. You have to make correlated study. Digestive system we have discussed about the adult frog. What about the digestive system in tadpole frog? So just note down only one point. Tadpole frog is totally herbivorous. This is the one point. Okay, tadpole frog is totally herbivorous. Tadpole frog is totally herbivorous. Are you getting? Tadpole frog is totally herbivorous. Adult frog is totally carnivorous. Carnivorous, especially insectivorous. Examiner can change this term also. Carnivorous, especially insectivorous. Okay, now coming on next one. See, if I will ask a question known by you, pen, just you are not having pen. Anyone having one extra pen? Having Abhinav? Having say me. Listen my question and give the answer. What is the respiratory structure in the tadpole of frog? Gills, only gills, only gills. The respiration by gills is known as the branchial respiration. This is one extra point from my side. Just note down, tadpole frog, only gills. What is the name of respiration? Branchial respiration. Branchial respiration. I think you came with your father, and 2 days back. So respiration with the help of gills, that is known as the branchial respiration. Okay, beta. What I want, listen. What I want you may write in NCERT only. Next year, no use of this book, because you will write separately in any other notebook. Na, I'm saying 100% next year before NEET you will not read, because at that time we are focusing only on NCERT. So please, extra, a lot of spaces. I'm not saying so many extra point, only saying 3-4 extra point. No, need not to make any other copy. If you are having habit to write, please take one small paper, white paper, A4 size paper, put in between the pages. But please don't make any register notes. I don't need. Focus on NCERT. This year also, out of 90, 87 questions came from NCERT in biology. I'm not saying about physics and chemistry. I'm teaching only zoology, only about zoology. So what I said, in tadpole frog, what is the respiratory structure? Gills. Respiration by gills is known as, now remaining also known by you. When a frog is going in the water, adult frog. Now, first we discussed about the son of frog. Now we are coming on the adult frog. So adult frog, when it is going in water, adult frog is amphibia. Tadpole frog is totally aquatic. Known by you, basic difference. So when an adult frog, it is going in water, it respires with the help of skin, cutaneous respiration. In water, only respiratory structure in adult frog. I'm not a good examiner. I know that you are learning in this way. In adult frog, in aquatic medium, respiratory structure is water. Respiratory structure is skin. So I will change only in tadpole frog. It is gills. In adult frog, it is skin, cutaneous respiration. When a frog is on land, 3, skin, buccal cavity, lungs. It means cutaneous respiration, buccopharyngeal respiration, pulmonary respiration. And out of these 3 types of respiration, the most important type of respiration is the cutaneous respiration. That is why the frog is living only at the moist places. Na? Skin of frog is hygroscopic. Na? It can absorb water. That is why in last class I said frog never drinks water. Written in NCERT also. So it is not found in marine water. Skin is always moist. That is why during hibernation, estivation, they are respiring only with the help of skin, and they are going in the deep soil, which is moist only. So how many types of respiration in frog? When a frog, see me, listen carefully and give your answer. I will request you all to participate. Then only you will enjoy the class. Okay. What is the respiratory structure in tadpole frog? Cutaneous respiration. When adult frog, a frog, listen. When I am saying frog, as per NCERT, it is the adult frog. If they are interested to ask about the tadpole, they will write separately. Till time they are not writing, you have to think it is the adult frog. Okay. So when a frog is in water, when a frog is in water, which type of respiration? And when a frog is on land, pulmonary, skin, Pulmonary means lungs, skin means cutaneous, and buccopharyngeal respiration. And always it takes place through the moist skin by the exchange of gases, diffusion of gases. And always the diffusion of gases takes place from high concentration to low concentration. Now, who will give the answer? 3 questions. Yes. Last one. You have to give the answer. Already I asked in the class. Already I asked someone. I have given the example of Lina also. The most common type of respiration takes place in fog is cutaneous. Okay. When a frog is submerged in water, cutaneous. During hibernation and estivation. Are you getting that? So on respiratory system, they can ask many questions. I'm remembering this year also, they have given 2 statements related with respiratory system. Okay. Are you remembering that question? They said that one is related with the, you are having, Vingna. I'm remembering one question came from this statement, respiratory system, because here language is very interesting. Read that question. They have given 2 statements, beta, I'm remembering. And they ask, one is related with the aquatic medium, correct? Like this type of question is there. If you are able to get it, we will solve it. Have you seen this question? Role of water vascular system in echinodermata is. Role of water vascular system in echinodermata. Digestion. Not related with digestion, only the transport of food. Okay. That is the one point. Now I'm searching that question. That question was very, yes, question number 118. I got that question. The question is, see this question. Frog respire in water by skin and buccal cavity, and on land by skin, buccal cavity, and lungs. This is the one statement given. Okay, one statement given. Now, choose the correct answer from the following. Read this statement, what they said. Frog respire in water by skin and buccal cavity. Correct or incorrect? This is incorrect now. And on land by skin, buccal cavity, and lungs. Correct? So now listen the options. The statement is true for both the environment. No. It means the statement is true only for which environment? Land. Second option. The statement is false for both the environment. No. The statement is true for water, but false for land. No. The statement is false for water, but true for land. Exact NCERT language they are asking. Na? So you have to be careful. Okay. I already requested in zoology botany, maximum number of questions you have to solve. Theory is the same. All are reading same. So nothing. So they ask the question, they can ask. So if they are interested to ask about tadpole, they will write separately. Tadpole frog. Otherwise, they will write this type of question. So this is one more very interesting question they ask. You have to remember. I already said. Now, on land, buccal cavity, skin and lungs act in the respiratory. See what the examiner did. Examiner missed the point number 2 with the point number 4. That is why always I am saying NCERT in terms of number 1, 2, 3, 4 point. Because when we are reading NCERT, sometimes 2 statements are getting mixed. So better to, if you are interested to write, you can write point 1 NCERT. Otherwise, no need. From my side, no need. Now, coming on the lungs. They said a pair of elongated pink colored sac-like structure present on the upper part of trunk region. Very interesting. I don't know why they said, but it is written in NCERT. So at your level, it is correct. Basically, in mammals, we are using the term thorax and abdomen because the diaphragm is present. Na? So above of the diaphragm is the thorax and lower of the diaphragm is the abdomen. But NCERT is saying in frog also. So nothing to worry. You can remember like this. The upper part of the body cavity, trunk region known as the thorax. Okay, so in frog also you can say that respiration takes place with the help of lungs and they are present in the thorax. Okay, upper part of the trunk known as the thorax. What is possibility? They will write what are the terms related with lungs of frog are correct. Elongated structure correct, pink colored correct, sac-like structure correct, upper part of the trunk correct. Naturally, they are having the alveoli for respiration. Okay, not written, but what is the basic unit of lungs? Alveoli. Now, air enters through nostrils into the buccal cavity and then to lungs. Wait, I'm going to say one interesting thing. You have to send air from outside to the lungs. So in human beings, air is going through the respiratory passage and going directly to the lungs. But in frog, it is not possible to send air directly into the lungs. First, the air, outside air, it is moving into the buccal cavity through the nostrils. And from buccal cavity, it is moving to the lungs. Not directly. Only for your knowledge, I will say, in frog, if you will see that there are two chambers. This one is the lungs. This is the buccal cavity. What is the opening present here? Nostril. What is the opening here? Anyone will say it is gullet or glottis? Glottis. Opening of the respiratory system is glottis. So this is the glottis. So it takes place in two steps. First, the air will move from outside into the buccal cavity. Then the air will move from buccal cavity into the lungs, not directly into the lungs. Why? Just see how the pressure develops. Like in us, we are having a diaphragm. So with the help of diaphragm, we can increase or decrease the volume of the pulmonary cavity or thoracic cavity. But frog is not having that form. So what is happening? In frog, there are two muscles are present here. One muscle is known as the sternohyle and second muscle is known as the petrohyle. So when there is contraction in sternohyle petrohyle muscle, it is the buccal cavity, the floor of the buccal cavity is going down. Floor going down, so it is moving like this. See, at that time the glottis is closed and nostrils are open. So it is volume increases. Whose volume increases? Buccal cavity. Pressure decreases. Known by you, volume and pressure opposite. So when pressure decreases, the air always moves from higher partial pressure to the lower partial pressure. So the external air will comes into the buccal cavity. Now we have to send this air into the lungs. So what we have to do? We have to close this and we have to open it. Clear? And again, see, I said when contraction in the sternohyle petrohyle, it is moving down, volume increases. So when they are coming again, relaxed position like this, what decreases? Volume decreases. Pressure on the air, which is present in the buccal cavity, increases. So air will move from buccal cavity to. This line is very important. I think if they will continue focus on frog, you will get this question this year. Because this is one good question. They said that in frog, what they want to say? They want to say in frog, during the pulmonary respiration, the air is not directly entering into the lungs. First of all, through nostrils. They said nostrils. First of all, they said no, another one. Next page, na? Okay, this one. Okay, first off, they said air enters through the nostrils into the buccal cavity and then to the lungs. So if I want to ask one general question, don't say it is not in NCERT. At the time when the air is coming into the buccal cavity, two-step process. External air coming to the buccal cavity. From the buccal cavity, it is moving to the lungs. So at that first step, when the air is coming from external atmosphere into the buccal cavity, nostrils are open, glottis is closed. This is the simple way. And in the second step, nostrils are closed, glottis are open. And all the pressure changes is done by the movement of the floor of buccal cavity. Are you getting now? Movement of the floor of buccal cavity. When the floor of buccal cavity comes down, volume increases, pressure decreases, external air will enter into the buccal cavity, and when relaxed, there is a pressure on the internal air, so air will move from buccal cavity into the lung. So from my side only, in statement by like the arrow point, how you will write? Just note down what I said. External air, you have to write in this way. External air enters into the buccal cavity through nostrils, and from buccal cavity into the lungs through glottis. Glottis not written in NCERT, but from my side, please add there. Through glottis, है ना? Glottis. Glottis is the opening of respiratory system. Gullet is the opening of digestive system. Are you getting now? Gullet is the opening of digestive system. Glottis is the opening of respiratory system. That is why there is one cartilage, na, epiglottis. Epiglottis covering the opening of glottis. So to prevent the entry of food into the lungs, respiratory system. I think. So today we have completed up to the respiratory system. Okay.